are you dressed so dark today? That's very unlike you.
What?
Black shoes, black trousers, black top, black club. Ah, shot.
Look at this thing.
What is it?
This is a Smart Sole4 black satin finish, and this
A chipper?
for Crossfield. I thought that
Oh,
was.
is it? Yeah,
What?
Mark Crossfield wedge.
Crossy wedge. So basically, I've gone 52 in a CBX2, which is like a cavity back wedge,
Yeah.
because I use pretty strong irons.
Yeah.
Jumping straight to an RTX, like a blade, like lots of us do,
I think everyone does that high percentage, don't they?
kind of like this has made a lot of sense
Yeah.
for the fuller shots, and then when I go to chipping I don't notice much of a difference. So I thought we would have a little Smart Sole challenge, because the Smart Sole is a club that, look at the sole on it, so we've got a sand wedge, a new gap wedge and a chipper,
Flew that sand wedge one.
and this is UK winter,
Yeah.
like this is us. And I've been to America at this time of year as well. They get that kind of you know, where it's dormant
Dormant
and
grass,
that's as nasty, because the
Yeah.
grass is really loose underneath it. It is for me anyway. So I thought we'd have some little challenges with this.
Okay.
You being the magic man, I thought, well, how smart can you make this sole look? Let's go gap wedge challenge to start.
All right.
Okay, so I am 104 to the middle with a, I need to charge my watch up a little.
Into wind, little bit uphill.
Yeah, haven't hit a ball for a while. Can place. Now, this is I want you to come and look at this in a second, because that looks, from this end, really amazing.
Okay.
Where obviously from this end, it looks more like things that people wouldn't want to use.
Yeah, like you wouldn't know that that's got a massive chunky sole, would you?
It's a nice shape.
I'd say
Not
that's
too
like
crazy
the other
here.
one, isn't it?
It's like exactly like my other one.
And I do like the dark finish.
And the black satin finish is pretty stunning, but then obviously when you get here,
It looks smart, the black finish, doesn't it?
hey,
Hey?
like what you've done there.
Yeah.
But I am feeling on a gap wedge 104, for me, all my students, I'm not even fussed about this.
No.
On this club. Like, I would be more fussed on this if I was chipping around the green, and we're going to get to the green and do more challenges. So in the gap wedge, I'm happy. So here's like a ZX7, so one away from the blade.
Yeah.
Here's my CBX2, and then there's the Smart Sole, so you can see the massive progression.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we go there,
You wouldn't be able to tell, would you?
it's such a gradual progression, which is clever. Like, that is quite smart that they're doing that.
Smart sole,
Oh, stop it.
isn't it? Smart.
No wonder they called it that. So look, I'm sponsored by Strixon, and I don't really care what wedge you buy. I want you to go and test and get what's best for you. They've got no say in this video. It's my opinion and Matt's opinion as well, and he's not sponsored by Strixon at all. So yeah, well, I'm not fussed if you don't like. I'm not trying to sell you this club, but if you want to go and test it, do, and if you don't, that's cool, because I've never met you.
Well, you might not.
I've met some of you, but again, I hope you're all happy and got the clubs you want. Nearest the pin doesn't need to be on the green.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that felt like,
That's good.
oh, I've hit a great one.
That's going to spin in as well.
Go!
Oh, that's good.
Little short, but yeah, I'll take that. My body felt stiff, the club felt like my CBX2, basically. And again, the sole, I mean, look at the divot I've taken, it's nothing. I don't think the sole's really doing anything for me on a full shot like that.
I'm really interested to see what it's like up close.
Yeah. No, that's good. Is the wing going to move it to the right? It has a little. Oh, that's going to be a measure. That's pin eye more, isn't it?
It is pin eye more. It might just be a little too far to the right though.
Feelings, thoughts? I mean, it just feels like a normal wedge, does it not?
Yeah, like a nice soft feel off the face, like chunky. You would think more hard, wouldn't you? Generally in irons and
Yeah.
stuff, and clippy, but really nice feel.
And what about a really tight, like link slide? Would that sole worry you?
Like if that's on a tight, that's not got much grass there, and that wouldn't be worrying me, especially for full shot, like Linksy style, definitely not.
And the thing is the sole is relieved. That's the point with the smartness. Look, see, I mean, if you look at the lead, it's got a bit more bounce on the leading edge.
Yeah.
bit more rounded, and then you've got relief at the back. You wouldn't be able to obviously open that up as much as a normal gap wedge, but I'm never really opening my gap wedge up.
You don't,
because I've got one above it.
58.
Yeah. Let's see what Cleveland are saying about it. 3-tier sole with added leading edge bounce, provides maximum forgiveness from fairway, rough and out of the bunker, improved field balance technology. The redistribution of weight from the hosel allows the centre of gravity to be moved closer to the centre of the club face for better feel and more consistency, is what Cleveland are saying. Aggressive milled grooves, which we often see in a Cleveland club. New aggressive milled grooves generate better spin performance from any conditions. And then obviously the new gap wedge, so addition of the gap wedge, because these have been popular. So you've got a gap wedge, sand, and the crossy wedge, which is otherwise known as a chipper, I think, I'm not sure. Right, I think we need a steppage.
We do,
Matthew?
Back of my heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In the comments down below, who wins outright? He does have the magic.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, half a step.
Yeah.
Ovs. I did spin back a little.
Yeah.
Where'd it land?
It landed here.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. 2 good shots.
Oh, we're smart soul, that.
Smart people, smart clubs, smart shots.
So pretty muddy bare lie. This is the gap wedge still, so the new club. Little chipping challenge. So you can see there's nothing underneath that, and it's wet, and the ground is always a little loose this time of year, Matt, isn't it?
It's a nerve-wracking shot, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And now I'm actually feeling like the soul. I'm happy it's there.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of things that if I was playing a lot, I wonder if I would move in and out of subject to feel.
And conditions or not?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like there'll be just times if my chipping was a little bit like it has been, where it goes a little bit, let's call it a little bit squiffy. Then I might put my hand up, like in class. And that's the trouble with golfers, they don't put their hand up. They're like school kids, aren't they? We all are.
Yeah.
So I won't put my hand up because the rest of them can chip it, and I can't read that word, so I don't know what we're doing. So I can't say.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, I'm just going to put, no, what are you doing over there? Is that what I do, Johnny? Thanks. So I would put my hand up, I think.
Okay.
But I maybe wouldn't have when I was younger. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. I'm big enough and ugly enough to not care now. Right, gap wedge. Now you can get one back here, Matt, because this is definitely my weakest suit.
Oh, he's flown it all the way up there.
It's going to stop, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
A few reasons that's going to stop. Whenever you try Cleveland, and generally any wedge that we get sent with new grooves, they just do have that little bit more zhuzh. You know, the face, it's not the grooves as well, the milling, everything is completely fresh. And I'm striking it pure now.
No squish.
A tough challenge has been set, Matthew.
Yeah. You could get one back here, Matt, I reckon.
I mean, it looks good from that. Down in the playing position, you wouldn't know you've got something that's letting you put your hand up, is it?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, they should call it like the secret soul, shouldn't they?
Yeah, secret smart.
The smart secret soul.
The smart secret.
Triple S.
Yeah, I like that.
You know? See, I want to play this lower than what you have. I ripped it. That was hell of a strike. Like, if you catch that on the audio, it was pure. But I think because you used it first, you took the spin away because it was dirty.
Yeah, you went in lower, bruh.
So that's
and
where
a bit wetter.
You won that.
Is that right? I'm not too up, am I?
I didn't get the zisms.
The big problem is this, if I win this, does it show that they're smarter or that they're actually a bit dumb? Because it's an outlier. Yeah. So gap wedge, approve of the looks. Sand wedge, chipper. So the next two games, which one should we go first? We've got chipper, which will be like, what can we do with a chipper? So we'll have some fun challenges with that. And then bunker play and regular chipping with the S. I think we get in the bunker next.
Let's go bunker, yeah.
Now the sand wedge, oh, my hands are cold, I can't even get my glove on. You know, when your fingers, like when you're a little kid and you just couldn't get them on. So the sand wedge definitely looks more game improvement, like it is not as smart. Now this is why I think I wouldn't go this way in a sand wedge personally.
Okay.
but I'm not afraid so much of the shots where this club might be helping you. So where you might be able to just get away from these looks, like it doesn't bother you, because you do, all you want is this.
All you want.
Because you just want to get out of the bunkers.
Yeah, and that is a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, we know that bunkers cost amateurs a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So if this is just the club that gets you out,
Yeah.
that's a complete win, isn't it?
And I think it's a luxury to have to, on some clubs, it's a luxury that we can go to something we like the look of.
Yeah.
The luxury is that we can do the task,
Yeah.
but we want it to look a certain way when we do the task because we're trying to find that extra 0.001%.
Yeah.
If the task is I can't get out, you can't do the task. So like, use what you can use to do the task. If
Yep.
you then are just buying on the luxury of looks, it doesn't look
It's not
ugly,
looking
but
ugly,
it just
though,
it's
is
in
it?
here. It's a bit
Yeah.
swollen.
Okay.
So first game is we're going to do no opening in the face.
Okay.
So you just got to play a regular chip shot you and hit the sand.
Okay. Fine.
So like as basically, I teach beginners to hit bunker
Tip
shots
bu-
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
So none of the open and trying to bounce it and stuff like that. You're literally just going to employ the smart sole and see what happens. Just in and out.
Popped out. Nice.
So again,
Behind
because
your
I
flag
don't play
there.
like that. I find that harder.
Yeah.
But for some people who struggle with bunkers, that's easier. But there was no digging there. Look how
No,
shallow
look how
that
shallow
is.
it is. It's very, very
Remember, that's
shallow.
a compact lie, and obviously I was expecting that to go in a bit more with roll
Yeah.
because he came out low, but everything stops because we're just wet. But I reckon another go at that, I could be all right. But I don't reckon I'm going to win this one.
Are you literally going to say that on every shot?
If it makes
I think you got a chance here.
you must get inside that. Like, I do feel like that's on the outside of my tolerance.
Looks a bit more like the high toe, full toe, whatever
Yeah.
these manufacturers are calling the ones these days.
It's definitely
isn't
a
it?
full club, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like more stretched out at the toe end, isn't it? So no opening.
No, just like a regular chip forwards. It's not the biggest lip. Plenty of green.
Could have used a bit more speed there. Hasn't dug though,
I know it hasn't.
and it's out.
All right, I won that one. Why don't we make this one the best of 3? Because I don't want to just go 3 up. So we're going to class that as a practice for Matt, or that was me 1 up for out of the 3.
Whoa.
Because I have played a non-opened one before.
See, this I'm not sure about.
Don't open it.
Oh, we're not allowed to open it. I thought we were opening it now.
No, we'll do that. 1 of 3 from the non-open.
Okay, so
And I want to do the open off the compact lie, because that's one that you would worry about.
best of 3 off a normal.
Yeah, I just want you to have a
Okay.
proper go at this.
Bit more speed this time.
Yeah, so you can be quite aggressive.
You
It's
can,
just
like,
not
it's-
digging.
Yeah, it's impressive how much speed you can put into that. Like with a normal bunker shot opening up, I would be like more powerful. But
Yeah, you think
I
that's
don't-
going to come out really hot, but it
Yeah,
doesn't.
It doesn't, and it's not digging at all. Like, look at that. It's just perfect.
Smart.
I'm not liking that you're feeling sorry for me that we're having to go for 3 out the bunker with standard sole.
Obviously to note here, there's no real lip.
Yeah,
And these are only coming out this eye.
yeah.
It would come out higher if you went harder. Like
Yeah,
if you had a
like-
foot, if we were trying to land it into that bunker over there, so you had to hit it hard, it would start coming out over most lips.
Yeah.
But
I
we
agree.
will open it up in a second as well, gang, just to show you if that can be done. And this is the ultimate opening up test, I would say. See, again, I've not been hard, a little harder, but I mean, it's no dig. I'm not doing it. Like the thing with it, I feel like with that is I'm just not doing anything.
It's literally a chip shot.
I'm just literally hitting some sand out, and if I gave me enough goes, I would practice enough to find my distances.
Yeah, I feel-
It does. Like, if I knew anyone, like Chris, if you're watching this video, you know you are, Chris. My God, guys, get one of these. And
Yeah.
if you can't get one of these, tell me, just message me, and I'll try and get you one, because
Yeah.
you just need it, bro. You need this. He's a guy who's a really good player out for his handicap, also distance. Just was disappointing our bunkers
Yeah,
for himself.
yeah.
And honestly, if I anyone who struggles out of bunkers as a standard, doesn't want to get too cocky, like, just yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty compact bear lie.
Compact bear.
So, and now we're gonna like open it up. So look at the problem we're facing. And for everything in golf, and I say this with all the clubs, from drivers to everything else, just to give balance, as I always try to do in all my reviews, for every win you have in a club design, there'll be a lose.
Yeah.
There is no one club with all the cake and eat it. You get a low spin driver and you get some longer drives, but then you get bigger drop-offs too. So it's always balances. For every win you get, there'll be a situation where you lose, which is why when you test clubs, which hopefully you are, you need to try them in some multiple of situations, not just the ones where it really complements. So now we need to get some height. So what we need to do...
Put a bag there.
Yeah, shall I?
Yeah, put yours there so the sand goes over yours.
Is that enough height?
Yeah, that's fine, and your driver's popping up as well. Like,
I mean, that's a pretty high bunker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that lip would be...
Yeah, that's a proper lip.
Yeah.
And out of a bearish sand lie.
With massive... So it needs to I want to go over that Zexio speed stick driver. What? Zexio drivers go faster, you say? So really you want to try and go over the driver. Is it possible?
Yeah, God.
I do feel now this is a challenge, but I can feel that this back end is not my friend so much.
Yeah.
So I'm over, but I'm not stopping. As in I stopped, but I went too far.
Yeah.
This is now where I would possibly be thinking, if I had this club, do I want a 60 that isn't smart soled?
Okay.
Because if I get in this situation, if I play at a course, like you play here at Honiton, there's no bunker with a lip anywhere.
No.
But if I then go away to Saunton and play in North Devon, people might have watched this play Links course, I know I'm going to hit in some bunkers where I won't get out unless I have the right club. So this is now where I might have a lob wedge that allows me a different option.
A smarter option.
A smarter sole in an unsmart situation. But the thing is that this is an extreme.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Do I want to build my bag around an extreme?
A one-off.
Well, I would, because I play an extreme. Can we go away and we play, and I've got enough room. But if you're just a club golfer who gets around your course and want to have fun, like maybe you don't.
I do think as well, like, you know, like when we go to Portugal and Spain, and those bunkers have like sand deeper than me in them.
Yeah.
Like this would be a winner, wouldn't it?
So when they've got a lot of sand.
Yeah, loads of sand.
Yeah.
Playing it like we did a minute ago with loads of sand.
Yes.
I just feel would be so easy.
So again, that's my point. For every win, there's a loss. So where you win for that, you'd lose on the other side. I mean, you do feel like getting it up and over might be trickier, don't you?
Yeah, like,
we're even on a slight downhill slope there.
Like it's only because I know it's there. I wouldn't, looking down again, know that that's there still. But it is definitely on my mind thinking about it. Hit the pin. Sit. Oh my God. It's the last competition where you won 2, counting as 1 because it was a best of 3.
Yeah.
So you're
Should we make this one best of 3 as well? Because I want another go at that.
Okay, I'll get them.
I'm not sure why he wanted to use my bag. Look, why would he want to have used my bag? Thanks. That's good. Oh, that's a really good shot. I mean, I do think that's kind of about where you're going to get. I mean, I'm going to go for an extreme on my last, because I've got a little cushion.
We have still got the chipper though.
Where I do think getting over that bag, how much of that is the club compared to the condition, I wonder?
It still can play it though, can't we? It's just, if it was more delicate, then I feel like we would struggle.
Well, what I want you to do, what I mean is, we're going to leave that one there, get another ball, get your desired wedge from the same thing.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So how much better is it? Because the sole is, I'm just interested.
Yeah.
Go on, let's see you. So now this is a 58 with relief, and this is a classic.
Yeah.
Is it, how much easier is this?
In.
Oh, that's a good shot. So you definitely look like you could be softer and splashier.
Yeah, I do feel like that's easier.
And I think we are talking about that difference.
Yeah.
So we can talk about how close this one is. Obviously, I would say this is on the outlier better side of shots. So I think if you get Matt hitting a few, he's going to hit ones here. But I would say that's on the outlier of better shots from that lie.
I have played that at the pace that I needed to get it close. Like, To get that other one, the Smart Sole, up and over, I feel like I have to hit it that hard.
Yeah.
Whereas to get this one over to here, I just did what I would do. But
So
I
how
feel
much-
like I could go like there as well with this, whereas the Smart one, I don't think I could be as delicate.
Yeah, and that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Leave that one there, because we might use that one for the game.
That's a win, is it?
No, as in, because I'm now going to play one against that.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
So I'm going to go for more for an extreme now,
All right.
which I do feel with this one we don't know if we can do it, so we're not doing it.
Yeah.
As in, this could go wrong, because I'm more open exposing the bounce than I feel I'm allowed to with this lie.
Yeah.
Let's just put it in perspective. If the bunker was all like this, which it would be if it was a game day, they've just not raked every bunker here yet because we're early. This wouldn't bother me at all.
Not
You've
at
got to
all.
remember, this is totally compact sand, unraked.
And I think that's where this might win as well. In those bunkers that have lots of sand, you can do whatever you want again then,
Yes.
can't you?
Oh, yeah, it does feel like I have to concentrate hard on this. There you go.
Good.
I've left that short of the pin.
Well done. And it's closer, isn't it? He's the magic man.
I don't think it is. It's closer than your, but not your specialised.
No, it is, isn't it?
It's not.
No?
Oh, it might be.
No,
It's about
close.
the same.
It is
That is
close.
like a pace and an
Yeah.
inch, and that one is a pace. It's there the
Yeah,
same.
It's close. It's
But you
close.
see what I mean? I just think, like, I was nervous with that
Yeah.
because I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So maybe it's us. Maybe it's not that. I mean, that is an extreme situation,
Yeah.
and I felt like I had to be more extreme than I wanted to be, but it worked.
So
So
go
yeah,
with that chipper.
let's get chippering.
Chipper.
What can we do with a chipper? That is the game, that is the question. So it feels like a putter, it's a putter length. It looks a bit like a putter, but obviously we're loft.
Yeah.
So we lose all the bowling and we obviously get the sole. Bare lie, basic chip up the hill in theory, isn't it?
Do you know what loft it is?
I don't actually, without looking it up. I can find it. I think it's on that sheet. I just went to my putter grip. I grabbed it as normal and then realised I should really just use my putter grip, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Bit short, bit disappointing, but easy strike. Bit more up the left, bit more
up the
pace,
left,
and you
yeah.
won this one. Yeah, that'll win.
Right, it's a little bit like cheating, isn't it?
It feels like it. Why are we not, like, you're not allowed to cheat in golf, if this is legal cheating, why would you not do it? It's so hard, golf.
Why has Bryson not got one of
I
these? Like, he does funky stuff.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should have one of them. Is that a point for me?
That shows you how smart that club is if you can win a point. Rough. Bit of green to work with.
Yeah. No idea of this one.
Yeah, I think you have. Chips it in.
Oh, yeah.
Here he goes.
Oh, chipper.
Do you putting grip or normal grip?
I'm normal grip because I'm a prayer grip, so that's a bit weird.
Oh yeah. So I'm putter
Normal
grip.
for me.
Yeah, it just feels like this. I'm going to putt out the rough a bit.
Yeah. It feels a bit like hybrid-y, doesn't it?
It feels like it might go in.
Keep going, keep going,
stop!
keep going, keep going. Yes.
No! It
Oh,
does
he's
feel
got-
hybrid-y.
He's got two back.
It does feel hybrid-y.
Yeah, it does.
And again,
And-
it just feels faultless. And that sounds like a negative term, but I think it's a great term.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing it. I'm just standing there. I put my putter grip on it.
Yeah.
And I just kind of go back and forth.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Is this going to go in the bag?
Oh,
That'd be so cool, wouldn't it?
have Callaway got one? I think they have.
Go and play with
haven't
Brooks Koepka. You're not using a chipper today, bro. You won
they?
again.
Well, that's 2 points back. Boom. Oh dear.
So mud, rough mud, wet over a bunker. Bit of green.
Uphill as well, so you can be a bit aggressive. It will stop into it, won't it?
That's a good shot. It's a little too
Oh, it's a
aggressive,
little.
but to be fair,
A strike on that you would worry about, wouldn't you, with a wedge?
yeah, you've not. That's amazing. I mean, I'm going to play from your duff. That's how I feel like this is just wrong.
How it's meant to be.
I'm going to have to count my clubs. I do feel like I'm going to put a real grip on this now because I feel like I want a bit
Again,
more.
like you said a minute ago, I wasn't thinking then either, really.
Oh yeah.
Like,
What are we doing? Look at that shot from that line.
Like with your
What are we doing? We're so dumb as golfers, aren't we? Like we dress up like clowns, walk around like, oh, statesman of the old, oh, welcome, I got classic clubs, oh, what did you say? Oh, 50 over! Are you staying for a pint, Jim? No! Get home, seeing the family. How'd you play today, John? Shut up! How are the classic clubs? Yeah, like my classic clubs, they're classically cool.
nice blades.
Sorry, were you saying something?
It's interesting how like it switches, isn't it? So the smart sand wedge opening it up, you have to think, when on that lie, if you had your 58, you'd be proper thinking, wouldn't you? And now all of a sudden you're just like, oh, what muddy lie over bunker?
Yeah.
Like you don't even think. It's brilliant.
It's crazy.
Can you pitch with a chipper?
Well, with 29 to the front, 45 to the flag, I would say about nearly 42 or something from where I am here.
Yeah.
Obviously in the summer, this would be a no-brainer. Because this one now, as in it would just run, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like I reckon you could land it short.
Yeah.
Where today I feel like I'm going to have to land it. I reckon this is going to have to land. You could land almost on the upslope.
On the upslope, I reckon, yeah.
But if you don't hit that upslope, it should be coming in low enough to scoop, maybe.
Yeah.
So this doesn't feel crazy down by the ball to hit this, because it still feels like I'm going to just do this.
Yeah.
Like I've hit putts where I've hit it like that.
Yeah, long putts, definitely.
But this now does feel like the extreme long putt, basically. Like one of those ones that's a bit funny, but still playable.
Oh yeah.
Like this is
Can't
ridiculous.
zoom in enough, but bit high. It's perfect.
Just not doing anything. Close, you say? What, me? It's the crossy wedge. It literally's got my name on it.
Oh yeah, that's a proper good one. Proper good shot, that.
It's a little bit mad, isn't it?
Hybrid, but the length of a putter. That's what this is.
And the feel of a wedge, because it's not got the ting that a hybrid's got. So you've got a bit of height on that. Get up. Oh, you're inside me.
Oh.
I just want to say, Callaway do make a chipper as well, Matt.
They do.
We both need a chipper.
Hello, Owen.
I'm a dad now, things are changing. Like there we take I would hit from there probably my 52 or my 58.
What we just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
and
too. Like that's like we average probably 14 feet from there, don't we?
Average,
and they're excelling.
Yeah, that's mad. So last challenge, what can you not do with the chipper? We've put a putt out here, so as where this is a whole position on this green, front left, very sloping off this bunker. It is wet, so we get a slight bit of help here. But this is not a chipper shot. So again, like I said, we got relatively okay lie. In the earlier part of this video, for every win there will be a loss as well, and this is the loss. So this is my only worry with a chipper for golfers, is that if you do get reliant on it, and you forget how to pull this shot off much, then you are going to you need to keep everything in check. So where it relieves you a lot, there'll be times where you think, oh.
Free hole. Well, you think of amateurs, they're hitting 10 to 40% of greens possibly.
Yeah.
You're hitting a lot of chip shots, and if you're relying on this all the time, you're going to be in a situation like this at some point, aren't you?
Yeah, so you need to bear that in mind, because this, are you going to try and funk it, or are you just going to, go on.
I'm trying to get it close.
You go and funk it.
You probably could be very delicate and try and just get it over.
But never in the summer you couldn't.
No. What can we do? Oh.
Did you fin that?
I feel like it was a bit heely, yeah. Not a bad effort.
Not at all. See, I think I can chip relatively normally.
You're going to delicate it, are you?
Well, I might go a little bit like this at the bottom.
Yeah.
But a little bit up the left here. I mean, you could just chip into that slope, and it ain't going much, because you've gone more down.
Yeah.
But like, it would definitely be the sand wedge and 58 now. Oh,
That's so delicate.
that was so good.
Yeah, that was nice.
I landed there.
That literally pitched an inch over. Wow.
So obviously in the summer, that is going to be nearly off the green probably.
Yeah, it'll be a harder
Here
bounce.
at
It's going to
best.
run more.
And in the
Cetera.
summer with the lofted club, I think this would be almost, you would be able to stop it, but you would be here.
Yeah,
So to put it into perspective.
yeah.
So that's my, shall I put it in the bag? What do you think in the comments down below? Shall I bag it if I've got enough? I mean, I feel like I'm right.
To be honest as well, like this is like a perfect behind the trees.
It's
Out,
everything.
innit?
It's everything.
Like I'm missing out because I do that a lot too.
Yeah.
Chip out, back of the stance, bumper.
Just got your chipper.
Yeah.
The comedy value as well
What can
is
you call
perfect.
that?
The crossy wedge.
No, another something beginning with S. Recovery, but that's an R, like the RSS, Recovery Smart Sole.